GloryDaze. The best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, brightening your day. Now, bringing over 400 M&S food favourites to make every stop tastier.
Stupidest fucking prick in fucking Ireland. A fucking idiot is what I am. I'm fucking stupid. I can't fucking do anything right anymore. I'm driving myself up the fucking wall. There you are recording this bastard thing already.
I was going to say, can I get a word in?
I'm sorry, we're starting with this bullshit. I'm fucking thick as shit lately. I mean, that's it.
What's that they're bringing this on? Just because you sat in the wrong chair?
No, that's the fucking end of it. That's the shit. That's the chair that broke the bollocks' back now. That's what that is. I spilled me water all over the place.
That's true.
There earlier on, and I tried to pick it up by going on the wrong side of the chair and I hurt me bastard arm. Tried to pick it up. Yesterday, we were doing the Nova noise yesterday, and there was a woman on called Sinead. And I says, hey, Sinead. And we went through the whole thing, and then we hung up. I said, thanks for playing. I went, okay, next up is Sinead, I said.
Yeah.
And she was gone.
Yeah. And actually, funnily enough, her name was Patricia. But that's not
for fuck's sake, was it? Patricia, was it? There's more of it now.
I'm joking.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I fell up the stairs yesterday. Fell up.
Wow.
Fell up the stairs. I fell into the top part of the stairs going up the stairs yesterday. I'm driving myself back. I'm very distracted. I'm extraordinarily stressed out these days. I have to say, my concentration is gone. It was never there in the first place, but by Christ, has it absolutely crossed its wires.
It's well and truly sailed now.
Yeah, it's well and truly sailed.
Because I was thinking there that maybe you were getting like kind of, maybe it was age related or whatever.
It's that too. I'm pissed off about that as well. Don't even get me started on that. I have to go and get fucking hearing aids today.
Yeah. Can we
have it in an hour?
Can we tell that story of how they checked in with you just to make sure you were going to keep your appointment?
Yeah. So I met my friend Stephanie yesterday. I went to McDonald's. We're sitting down, we're having a burger, we're chatting away, right? And then the phone rings. I answer, and I have to hold the phone the length of my arm away to see the fucking number as well, because I'm 173 years old, like a bastard, right? I have to hold it away, and I'm like, I don't recognise that number. Answer this, which I never do. I never answer a phone call.
Yeah.
I answer, and then, hi, this is I don't know what our bleeding name is, from Specsavers. I was there, how are you? She goes, just checking, you're still coming to your 11:30 appointment tomorrow. I am, I'll be there, it's in Swords. She goes, yeah. And she goes, and I just wanted to check, are you able to get up a set of steps unaided? And I was like, what? She goes, I'm just checking, are you able to get to the first floor up the set of stairs unaided? And suddenly the penny dropped. I was like, oh my God, I'm in that demographic now, aren't I?
Normally people who struggle with their hearing, they may be getting to an age where ascending stairs might become a problem. So you need a chair lift.
Some of them carry their own personal toilets in their pants and everything. And that's the demographic I'm in now.
Oh,
that's the demographic I'm in. And I'm sitting there today and someone goes, it's today you're here. I got a text message. It's today you're here now today. I went, yeah. Oh, I'm picking up my varifocals for the first time. This is it.
Oh man.
This is it. And I've now realised as well, I'm such a prick on legs, right? That I just did a video with Jim, right? And I'm always slagging Jim. L for this, L for that. 140 years old. You were born when there was only 3 numbers in the year. You big wanker. All this I do this to him all the time. All the time. Guess who never has a physical ailment to do with age? Guess who never has an age related? Guess who doesn't have dicky feet? Guess who doesn't have hearing aids? Yeah, he has a pair of glasses, but he won't wear them. He'll let his eyes roll down his fucking t-shirt before he fucking puts them on because he doesn't like the look of them. And that he never does. And we just worked it out, I am now 6 years older than Jim was when I started going, you're an elf now.
Oh, it's a terrible thing, isn't it, when it catches up with you?
That's all caught up.
It's a terrible
like
thing.
Lightning, it's caught up.
And that is amazing that it's not just yourself. That's when you know, like, whatever about yourself, and you kind of, sometimes you can live in denial for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you can kind of convince yourself, I'm still able to do this, or I'm still able to do that. Yeah. But when you start getting that thing around you, right, where once upon a time, your mate was telling you that, he was after getting this new thing, or whatever it was, right? When they text you to tell you they're getting their new varifocals.
Yeah. And they're asking me for advice. Do you be real dizzy with them moving onto the varifocal? Because they can't get through the day without wearing glasses.
When you get to that stage where your conversation in a pub isn't about, jeez, I was with your woman, I'll tell you, or I'm going to that thing, or any of that, right?
Yeah.
When that's long gone, and it's like, I'll tell you, I'm going in to get me prostate checked.
Yeah. And so, a friend of mine did that, and he goes, you should do that. Just because he looked at me. You should do that.
Why? Can you tell by looking at me that I might need a
prostate
exam?
You're at that time in life, aren't you? And even just a minute ago, I was talking about one of my teachers there. My old teacher is dead.
Oh,
now,
Jesus.
Yeah, and now that's like, they're the conversations now. Everybody's like, you know, I got that stage where people go, here now, it's you're lucky to be alive.
Oh,
you're like, am I? Yeah. And that's
the worst thing as well is you know the amount
Jim
of
is still flying. Jim's like a bleeding superhero. It's like
you know when you start ending up going to loads of funerals.
Yeah,
that's
there's
mad.
always one now.
That's
to be going to
mad. And I know somebody will turn around and say, well, yeah, look, I mean, in fairness, you get to know more and more people through your life. Obviously, it's, you know, your circle of kind of contacts are widening. Whatever. It's not that, man.
No.
It's the fact people are getting older and dying.
Yeah, you're in a new demographic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You can't get up the stairs in Specsavers and they're dead. That's what life is to start. That's the beginning of that, you know. That's
beautiful.
The beginning of that. But
and
it's
this
not
is all
helped
brought on, by the way.
fuckers like you make it harder, and that's the truth. There's people make it easier. I sometimes meet people who are the same age as me. I went to school and I haven't seen them for 30 years, and I look at them and go, they're fucked. I'm not like them. We aged at different speeds. They're fucked. I'm delighted. I feel good about myself. I don't look like that. He's going to fuck. I'll be next time we're all hanging out together, it'll be at his funeral. He's fucked, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll come in here, and you're older than me and him and that old fuck, that beetroot red fuck who's been abusing himself with burgers for the last 130 years, and you'll come in here. You're older than any of us. And look at you. You fucking smell good. You look good. You're not sick.
It's all smoke and mirrors, man.
He goes, do you know why Jim went to the doctor the last day? Do you know why Jim went to the doctor last? This is a fact. To get the once over to remind him he was good. Because he was doing so good, he didn't think he thought he couldn't be doing so good. He needed to get the once over. I hope they find a fucking bollock wart on you. I'll have to take the whole thing off.
It's all smoke and mirrors. But I tell you, I remember you saying that when you meet those people, right? And it's true. You know when you meet those people, right? And you look at them and they think, oh Jesus, like,
yeah,
and they
you get
do.
A fright.
They do look. You know, they look
battered.
Absolutely battered, like they have. Yeah. They've lived a hard.
Yeah, you know
right.
something's you're you're an alcoholic or you're sick or something's happened, and I shouldn't be laughing at it.
And then, but they turn around then and they give you the biggest insult, which is they turn around and say like, you know yourself, people our age, and you go, oh, how fucking dare you? There's no way. I don't know what age you are, but I certainly am not as old as you.
Now you will attest to this.
Yeah.
When we were together one night, we were at a meeting thing one night, and there's a fella, and he said that to me. You know, people our age. Now, Jim.
There was a solid 40 years between you and him, in my opinion.
And he goes, you know, people our age, we have to be careful like that, don't we? And I was so offended, because
rightly so.
That man has like no knees. They had to fuse his legs stiff.
I mean,
and he was all bent over and all, and like Wisney and everything, and like, and I was there. I can't believe that he said
it was the maddest thing.
And of course, Jim thought it was the funniest thing he's ever heard.
Absolutely, I never let him forget it.
Yeah, you know, people our age, when we watch ourselves there. Are you joking? You used to wind up your car.
Oh, that was the worst of them.
That was the worst of them. That was the worst of them.
You know those people who get offended by the fact that they're older than you? You know, do you ever see somebody like that? Like
they get belligerent.
It's just a biological whatever. But they get absolutely. So they turn around and say to you, "What age are you?" And you tell them how old you are, and they go, "No, you're not. No, you're not. You're at least 68. You must be 68.
I am not 68. Yeah.
No, I'm not. It's, because they are. They're offended by the fact that
There's
they're older.
There's no fucking way I'm 11 years older than you.
Exactly that.
There's no way I'm 11 years. No way.
Exactly that.
Shut up. Are you serious? And you're like, yeah, this is starting to sound like an insult. No, there's not a hope. What year were you born? What's your star sign? Quizzing you.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
They get really pissed off.
Oh, yeah, it's wild, yeah. Age has the strangest effect on people, you know. And there is something about... I mean, I never felt old in my life until I hit the 50s. Not even 50, actually.
That is true.
Not even 50, actually. The year of the fifth floor, you still go, oh, whatever, you still feel like you're in it. And then 6 fucking months into 50.
Yeah.
6 months into it, you just realise everyone's treating you differently. Everybody's treating you like, you know, I got a job because they needed an elfla. You know, the Uncharted thing. We've done this. We've done the athletes. We need a couple of old lads struggling along. We get Liam Cunningham and PJ Kyle, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, they would have given that job to anyone else. They just needed an elf, right? So I'm in there and two cranky bastards on the hill, right? That's the show. Two cranky bastards on the hill, right?
That's a very good name for a show.
Yeah, and then, all of a sudden people start saying, the piss taking comes. Very offensive stuff I've been saying to Jim for years. Piss takers, all of a sudden it's like, you'd know all about that, the old black and white movies.
Yeah. What did it used to be like, PJ? When
back in the old days, and things like
when you were making telly before, PJ, like back, whatever, when they used to have to kind of, you know what I mean? They used to have to use like huge big rolls of film and all. Yeah.
And I like, and it almost like in a click of your fingers, and it's like a click of your fingers, you kind of know what's going on in the world, at least to some event.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Exactly.
Like someone goes, I'm going to Croke Park the weekend, and you go,
I'm going to the Croke Park.
I'm going to Croke Park the weekend. And you go, what's on?
Who's playing?
And I go, the weekend. I says, I know. What's on in Croke Park the weekend? Yeah. I think, no, I'm going to the weekend to Croke Park.
Yeah, you're
just saying it fucking backwards. What are you doing there? They're like, I'm going. He's a fucking. The singer's called The Weekend. Yeah. He's on in Croke Park. I go, no, he isn't. No, I haven't seen anything about Croke Park this weekend.
I know.
And they're like, that doesn't matter. You're out. You're out of the loop. You're out of the loop. And
it's very hard to accept that.
Yeah.
Because when you were growing up, you never thought you'd ever be that person.
So I swore to myself.
You just thought, like, I'll just be aware of it. I know it's around, whether I like it or don't like it. I know it exists. It'll be around me. Yeah. But you don't. You don't fucking know it exists.
And I thought with the birth of the digital age, the internet, I was like, age doesn't matter anymore. We're constantly connected across generations and geographications and everything. And historification. We're connected now. It doesn't matter anymore. Nobody will never have left out generations anymore.
Exactly.
And then
all the information will be there in your hand.
Guess what? I can't use the fucking thing in my hand to connect to the information.
So the technology that came along to make life easier
has made
now you have I can't use the fucking technology.
It's an added complication.
Something else I have to work out.
Yeah, I'm there. How do you use the how
like the stick we gave people right back in the day for like a remote control or something?
Yeah, me dad go 1, 12, 2, 2, 23, 3 in the telly because he couldn't figure out the fucking arrow.
Yeah,
he thought the arrow was the volume.
And now I get that from my lads about in fact, not even my lads. I get it from you about aspects of social media. You know what I mean?
That's bad. I have
to check in with PJ the odd time about he'll go, that feature on Instagram where you do it, and I go, no.
Yeah,
and I literally become that person who's, how do you use this remote control?
Yeah, you do.
Because it's fucking social media.
How do you do? How do you do the sending of that video to someone? See the arrow. I know.
Oh,
and it's bad if you're getting it from me. Oh my God, it's bad if you're getting it from me.
Well, at least when it comes to the social media stuff, at least you're only
Instagram.
You've pulled back from it.
Instagram.
Once upon a time, you used to be sort of very into it.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. It's becoming irrelevant to me because I don't care about most of it anymore.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not a bike or someone wearing nothing but a bra or whatever, I'll be like, I've no interest in this.
Yeah.
Someone sitting in a bra on a bike, that's what I'm looking for. Or food. I like food.
Yeah. So preferably somebody sitting in a bra on a bike eating a burger, and it's pretty much your perfect post.
I'm going to search for that now. Burger, bra, bike. The 3 B's. I don't want dirty stuff. You have to be wearing a bra at the very least,
Yeah, because otherwise the algorithm will block it.
Yeah,
you don't want that shit.
Yeah, and it gets. I'm not into. And that's the other thing. You start getting annoyed at things, and you see because it's too explicit, or you start getting annoyed because it's too violent, or you start getting annoyed because it's too. Whoever thought you'd be that type of person? Oh, there's young people on the internet. Jim, they're only wearing shorts halfway up their legs.
Remember you told me the other day about that thing, the stare. The Gen Z stare.
The Gen Z stare. Have you noticed it since?
Not really. Although I have started looking for it.
You will see it. You will.
The thing is, like with the football and stuff, the coaching or whatever, like I do come in contact with that sort of demographic.
Yeah.
And I have started to notice that. Now it's not that bad. No, it's not quite the way you described it.
Oh, you will.
But I do notice.
Oh, you will see it.
But you do have to keep reminding yourself, and it's again another fucking scary part of it is reminding yourself that there might be, there's 30 years. Between you and some of the people you're talking to.
I know, and that's that's significant. Years. That's really significant, yeah.
They're amazed you're still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't believe we had no internet. And we were generation communication, right? Because you had to be, right? Everything you had to do in your life had to be face to face. Every single thing, from getting a tax disc put in your car, to getting a bill paid, to getting your wages out of the bank, every single thing had to be done face. So your generation communication. So you had to. Everyone's trying to make everyone else feel, because of the social contract element. Because, there was a contract of filling all the shit we had to do, mixed with the social contract of everyone's doing their best, you have to fucking be nice to them. And then there's like the new whole generation of, I can't believe it, till these fucks in the face. Can this not be done on the internet? Like you walk, you walk into a bank and your generation communication, and you go in and you say, I'm here because I have to be. I don't know how, I couldn't figure it out at home. Yeah. And they go, you can do it online. You go, like, that's why I'm here. I don't know how to do it. I have to ask you. And they'll be like, well, we don't do it. When you go into a bank, we don't do money in this branch.
But you were saying that sometimes...
We don't do money in this branch.
You were saying sometimes they look at you with
they just stare.
Wordlessly.
Yeah.
So you'll say, do you have that? Do you have the new, I don't know, copy of whatever the fuck it is?
Do you sell sandwiches? Do you sell sandwiches?
Like, because it says outside the sandwich shop.
It says you're doing food.
That's what I mean. So
is it time?
Sandwiches?
Have you stopped breakfast? Is it time for sandwiches? Hello? Yeah. Do you do sandwiches? It's there. The point of the thing is there. Yeah. That's the menu. I'm asking. I see there's fucking sandwiches on the menu. You cunt, you. I see that. I'm asking you. Can I get one now? And then they go and get someone. They get they get someone else.
Yeah.
Can I help you? A sandwich is available now. Yeah. Fucking brilliant. Give us one. And you know something? Just to be a prick, you pick which one I'm gonna have. You fucking bastard.
To be honest with you, I'd be worried about, the way you're saying about like having to keep going. Like, I'd be worried now that you'd keep going and they'd fucking report you for something. So in other words, you'd say,
but that's
have you got a sandwich? And they'd look at you and I said, do you have a sandwich? And they'd claim they were being hassled or abused or something and report you to management.
That's Jim all over, isn't it? Excuse me, did you ask for a sandwich in a sandwich shop? I did. But you
ought to be disgrace. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You cheeky bat. Because you're not just coming and ask for a number 2 like everybody. Well, that's asking for it. That gets you even more trouble. Can I have a number 2 in here?
Wow. Fucking hell. I look forward to seeing the reaction. I'd say you get some stare, some fucking Gen Z stare.
Imagine they'd be like, what? Oh, well, maybe a number 3. A number 3? He's trying to pull himself in the tile.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
There's a few things that are synonymous with Scotland, right? Deep fried Mars bars.
Things you would think they would never be beaten out. Yes, that's one of them.
That. There's kilts. Kilts, obviously, very synonymous with Scotland. And in fairness...
Terrible chippers.
One of the most synonymous, of course, is bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
It is the Scottish thing, isn't it?
It's the windy pipe capital of the planet. There's no doubt about it. And you would imagine that every single time a man in a strange patterned dress of some sort picks up a pipe and hammers out a tune, that it's a Scotsman who knows more about what he's doing than anyone else in the world. And they've faced a really devastating blow this week.
I see what you did there. That's the comedian in you coming out again.
I actually didn't mean to do that, but there you go.
It's funny bones, PJ. Just had to accept it.
I'm a poet that doesn't know anything about it. So I've faced a devastating blow, a very devastating blow, and the World Pipe Band Championships, which they win every year.
Specifically bagpipes, is it?
Well, it's pipe bands.
Oh, okay.
Pipe bands of any kind. Listen, a Scotsman could sit in a whoopee cushion and a tune would come out. Oh. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So the Pipe Band World Championships around the world, and they win every year. They win every year. Last 3 years, they walked it. Literally walked it. They were walking as they were playing, right? And it's the first time ever a band from outside the UK has not won, and it's Scotland lost, and Canada They were beaten by the Canadians. The Canadians are now the World Pipe Band Championship people. The Simon Fraser University Pipe Band from Vancouver. You couldn't get further away from Scotland without coming back. And the Scots are not taking it well. I mean, it's obvious they're not taking it well. Northern Ireland actually sent a load.
They don't they don't tend to take things well, the Scottish, when it doesn't go their way. They can be quite kind of like caustic about it.
Yeah.
To the point. Now, thankfully, nobody fully understands what they're saying, so it's you know what I mean. Nobody gets overly offended by it.
And as an example of what you're saying, Glasgow was named the most violent city in Britain or whatever. Right. And then at some point, it was overtaken, and I can't remember. I think it might have been Birmingham that took over. And the Scots, even then, were like, "What do you mean we're not after the most violent city? That's ridiculous. Birmingham, that's ridiculous."
They literally just want a title.
I was seeing the fight the other day.
Even if the title is derogatory, they want the title.
They want to be the best.
They want to be number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the number one worst. It doesn't matter. I want it.
Like the number. Well, you know, there's more heart attacks in Scotland than anywhere else, right? In the whole of Europe, and they're delighted because they're the best. You know, they're the best at it. You know,
that is embarrassing, isn't it? Though.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're not going to take that
bagpipes.
Oh, they're not going to take that
God.
well. Honestly, I can't. I mean, it's literally like being beaten in hurling by Canada, isn't it? If Ireland had a national team in hurling and you went over and the Canadians won, imagine the embarrassment, the shame. Seriously, we'd be the same. We'd be all hurt over it. They're not even real hurling and doing all that. I bet you if you look at them, they were all Irish people that moved away anyway. They're actually really Irish people.
Mel and Nace is claiming that the Carrigaline Pipe Band in Cork are the current world champions.
Well, not as of this week. Maybe they were until that. No, they couldn't have been because the 3 times. Yeah. This is called the Worlds anyway. This is called the Worlds. But that's Cork all over, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about.
That's the wrong world.
The Cork one is the big one. Nobody even enters who's not from Cork because we already know.
Yeah. And specific, like so the bagpipe thing is what obviously the furore is about. Because I mean, there's one, it's one thing to have those kind of whistly type lads that go along or whatever.
It is.
But the bagpipes is the one the Scottish people, I assume, will have taken particularly badly.
Oh, they would take to be beaten by a pipe band. Maybe isn't even all bagpipes. There's people over from Australia, New Zealand, Oman, France. French bagpipers. I mean, there's German pipe bands. I mean, what's a German pipe band? That's a fella playing the guitar, smoking a pipe. And the North had a bunch of people as well, and so they were internationally humiliated. I mean, I don't want to over-egg the pudding here, but
are we, like, from an Irish point of view, with uilleann pipes and things like that? Are we in that neck of the woods?
You would imagine so. Yeah, you would imagine so.
We just don't. I wouldn't know.
Just not very competitive.
I wouldn't know about uilleann pipes or whatever. Whether there's any blowing involved, or is it just the squeezy arm bit that goes on?
The squeezy arm. Where does the wind come from? Is there a tube that goes into the?
I think into the weed. I think it's the you pump like it's the old elbow action. I think might. Is it? I think maybe
because it always looks like there's a tube coming out of the pipe and goes into your man's trousers after a feed of Guinness, and he turns it into a beautiful tune about his ancestors.
Let's face it, who hasn't done that?
Oh well, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know what music was. And the poor Scotland.
Anyway, so have they claimed that I assume they're going to rally the troops quite literally. There'll be a Braveheart moment.
Well, they might do.
And they'll come back fighting.
They'll come back stronger next year. 35,000 people were there to watch the Scots fail on the day. So they'll come back. Yes, I think you will be right. There will be a Braveheart moment. There'll be a Mel Gibson moment. They'll be doing that speech and everything. The one they do for everything. Would you give it all for just one chance? One chance to see. You may take our chips and fights, but you'll never take away our bagpipes.
Possibly the worst news to come out of this is for the people of Scotland themselves. Not just the fact that they've been beaten, but the fact that people who play bagpipes are now going to practice even more.
Imagine.
That's an unfortunate.
Scottish tourism is about to take a terrible blow.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
We are very lucky here on Radio Nova to have the lyrical gangster that is PJ Gallagher. Is there a man who manipulates words in such a beautiful way? A man who just,
you're such a jackass.
It's just like watching verbal magic when the man kind of
almost
unleashes.
I swear to God, whatever it is about 8:45, it's when the passive aggression seeps into the show.
Because I can see the end in sight.
You can see the
But no, listen, there's a story that has come up today, and it comes up quite a bit, actually. It rolls around kind of on a fairly regular basis, right? But this one has a little bit of a twist to it, because it's basically about words that are consistently mispronounced.
Yeah, and we've done this story to death, right? So we're not going to go in Worcestershire and quinoa and acai and all these words. We've done it to death.
And things like abominable and stuff, you know.
He just said that because he knows I can't say it, and that's never coming.
But I'm still not 100% that you're not winding me up on that.
I honestly, abominable. Oh, jeepers, it drives me mad. Abominable. I can't do it.
Anyway, but the twist in it this time is that PJ maintains, and he hasn't told me yet, right? But he maintains that there are 2 or 3 of these which he genuinely is unsure about. Yeah. And I'm intrigued to see what they are.
You tell me if these is pronounced. I should have written them down and showed them to you.
Okay, well, give us your effort.
Phenomenon.
Okay, it sounded all right to me.
Is a phenomenon though?
Yeah, phenomenon.
So it's not. Well, you can't have 2. Is a phenomenon or is a phenomenon?
Phenomenon, I'd have gone with.
Phenomenon.
Boo, 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 boo. Come on. Anyway.
So maybe what the song's about, it's an argument. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. And now I have the clue about this one. Segue. Pronounce that.
Segway.
Is it? Is that what that is?
Segue.
Segway.
You're right, you should have written it down. It is Segway, isn't it? Yeah, Segway.
Not Sieg.
What? What? Use that in a sentence.
I'm not talking about the machine there. We fell off his Sieg. No, that's a Segway.
Yeah, and that's with the W-A-Y in it.
The way
that's
he did
that
story, it was a great Sieg from one point to another.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say that. You'd say
I'd say it.
He segued from talking about this into talking about that.
I'd say he segged into it.
He segged into it, did he?
Yeah, are you honestly segue? Is that honestly how you would pronounce that? S-E-G-U-E, segue.
No, I'm not saying I'm right, but that's the way I would have gone with it.
I'd have segged that. Oh, that's a sieg.
Yeah.
Sieg.
Mind you, I mean, look, I can't. You had to tell me how to pronounce. What's the name of those beans things that we had one time?
Beans.
What was it you called?
Chipotle.
Edamame.
Oh, edamame, yeah.
You had to tell me how to pronounce that.
Ah, come here. Remember I was in the restaurant and I ordered mange tout. Or I asked what it was. What's mange tout?
Yeah. I mean, I think you could be forgiven for that because I would have gotten.
French.
Like I had to be corrected on quinoa and on acai.
Acai is a hard one. Yeah,
I would have gotten those. If somebody doesn't give you the heads up on it.
Yeah, well, that's it. And we're not that bad. Like, Grant, we're wondering about how do you pronounce Sieg or Segway or whatever. It's not like when I was in Chopped years ago and a fella asked for some Filipinos on a salad, thinking he was getting jalapenos. So we're not as bad as some people. You know, some people are off the charts.
Chopped Filipinos on a salad. That's, oh my God, it's violent and aggressive.
Can I get some Filipinos on it? Yeah.
It's wrong on every level.
I know. And the mad thing is no one said that and he just gave him and he walked off thinking he had a Filipino salad.
Oh my God.
And you pronounce this one for me. Hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Not hyperbole. I always would have said hyperbole.
Again,
there's a lot of hyperbole.
Again, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I would go with hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Yeah.
That's a haircut, man.
It's a haircut.
Give me a hyperbole. It's like a perm, but it's taller.
It's like a bowl haircut, but with more added in.
Yeah.
Give us a hyperbole there.
Yeah, hyperbole. Not hyperbole's how I say it. It's a load of hyperbole about it. I've never been corrected on that in my life.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where do you get your hair cut? It's the same place that your man got his Filipino salad, is it?
I was just about to segue into another joke.
GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Radio Nova.
We were talking earlier on, of course, about those the terms, the words that people kind of mispronounce or whatever. And, you know, part and parcel of it was like, if you're not familiar, if you've never come across it, if it's new to your vocabulary, you know, obviously you're going to struggle with it if it's not run-of-the-mill kind of, you know, daily language. You know, things like, for example, as new technologies come along, you know, terms and stuff come along with them.
I think it's safe to say we are now in a tech hellscape. I think it's safe to say that.
A hellscape.
It is a technological hellscape we're living in now. Every way you turn, it catches you for one thing or another. As the old saying goes, there's no such thing as solutions, it's just new problems. There's my.
That's what makes him the guru who he is.
Yeah, and of course it makes me also the cranky old man screaming at the cloud because I hate all this new tech,
Right.
And then
did you tell me the other day you had your first AI phone call or something?
I did, yeah. First time I ever rang Virgin Media. It was
right.
I rang them about Wi-Fi not working. I rang them and it was one of those. Welcome to be talking to me. We didn't use that sentence.
Right.
It was a
highly advanced AI.
It was a little better in English than I am.
They really went out of their way to make you feel at home.
Yeah.
Welcome to be talking to me and all.
Yeah, it was a lot better in English than I am. But it was something like that. And then it's like, do you want to talk about broadband? Yes. And then it answered you back, and I was like, this is so weird, so weird. And that they called it boticket now. So when you ring a company like that, it gets answered, but you don't know if you're talking to a robot or you're talking to a real person for a few minutes. So you keep up your etiquette because when you know you're talking to a robot, you just go, yes. Do you want to talk to a real human? Yes. And you'd never speak to an actual human like that.
I know what you mean.
So you have to do your boticket.
Almost like the way back in the day people used to talk to somebody who was hadn't got English as their first language.
Yeah.
Go over there.
Yeah.
And into the post office.
Yeah. And they're like, okay. I remember when you used to record your own voice message and it was like, when you hear the beep, leave a message.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, you have reached the phone of Jimmy Cape.
Yeah.
Leave a message after the beep. It was that sort of thing. So boticket is what they call that. And then there's hostageware. Now this is a real bugbear of mine. I hate this hostageware thing. I bought a bicycle a couple of years ago. And what is hostageware? I know that I'm getting to it.
I have no idea.
I'm getting to it. I just have to make it about me first.
Obviously.
I bought a bicycle, right? And then was there bicycle, jump on and go. And then no, you have to connect the bicycle to your phone before it'll work properly. I was like, what? And then, and there's an app, but it's not that much. It's €25 a year.
Oh my
So now
God.
I have hostageware. Now the bike won't work unless I give it 25 quid.
bicycle?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the bike won't work unless I give it 25 quid a year. The bike won't work. So you don't know that there's going to be this payment
And
when
suddenly
you
you
buy
get sucked
something. So
into
yeah,
it.
like Jim's washing machine does be texting him during the day. Your washing machine. Hey Jim, your hack's are ready. And then what's that cost you a year? Probably a tenner anyway.
I don't know what the app. I never thought of that. I just assumed, I thought it was just a convenient kind of add-on to the washing machine and tumble dryer.
You're paying someone something for it.
I'll have to check that out.
For your washing machine to text you in the middle of listening to
the show,
Springsteen.
Yeah.
Hey Jimmy,
I'm finished now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Them socks you wanted to be there when you come back. Tenner. And chat flattery. This is something I've noticed. Chat flattery is getting more and more and more.
Yeah.
You use AI, you go, here's a question, and it goes, oh, good question.
Yeah.
So
That's
it shows you're more of the
It
curious.
actually weirdly gets annoying. You know what I mean? Because you're using it to try and
Especially when you
genuinely
know
get
what to
like
talk
the best and like the most accurate or whatever it is. You want the facts, and when you turn, it gives you something, and then you go, but what about that? And it goes, oh, well spotted. Yes, that's very true. You know what I mean? And you're like,
You're like, oh.
I mean, look. If I'd wanted flattery, I would have just texted PJ. Like that would never happen.
Imagine. What are you ringing me for? Oh, what, yeah.
Thought you might say something nice to me.
I'll be
ridiculous, big EJ.
You're the best looking shaved monkey I ever seen, that's for sure.
There you go.
And last night I watched Gladiator 2 last night, right? And it was like the end of it. I didn't understand the end of it. I put into ChatGPT, what the bloody hell was that about? And it sent back 2 laughing faces,
right?
And went, oh, you're not the only one who didn't really get that absurd ending. And it made me feel like, oh sure, so many people have said that to me. Don't worry, you're not a tick at all.
Yeah. Where that's what it really wanted to say.
Yeah,
you big idiot. Your man was doing that.
Yeah, what you been? It's Gladiator. He died. Oh God, I'm after. It doesn't matter.
To be fair, there's not. Somebody would have known that was bound to happen. Sure, there's no gladiators around anymore. They all had to die in the end.
Yeah. He died of natural causes 300 years after. 300 years after the film.
You got that out, ChatGPT as well, did you?
Yeah. I asked him, was he 300 years old when he died? And ChatGPT went, good question.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
What is the secret to attraction? People have struggled with those kind of things, those kind of questions for a long time. You know, is it purely about the way somebody looks? Is that what it is? Is it always about their personality and what they are on the inside? You know, is there other elements that make a difference?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. We all want to feel desired in one way or another. So we try to use everything we have to our benefit, even if it's terrible. You know, I definitely do. Anyway, that's for sure.
Even if it's terrible. Right.
But sometimes it's dangerous. You know, the dangers of sunbeds, the dangers of all these things we do. You know, the dangers of plucking your eyebrows when you hardly have any left. And now they're saying voicemaxxing. And this is a new thing. Scientists are now warning against voicemaxxing, right? So what is it? So it's spelled voice, MAXXING, because, you know, the cool cats on the street, Jim, they don't like to use regular lingo. And they...
Wow.
I've started to spell things a little bit different. So, the idea is the lower your voice sounds, the more attractive you are. This is for men now, obviously, you know.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said this is something that's been aimed at men as opposed to most of these things that are aimed at women and try to make them feel bad. This is now aimed at men, right?
Right, okay.
And, imagine. Who's going?
I was just going to say, in fairness, you know, you made the dirty elven a subject of great desire, didn't you?
And maybe that's what men are looking for now too.
Who knows?
Who knows? They say that it's dangerous though. Speaking in
dangerous.
They say speaking in an artificially low pitch contributes to muscle tension dysphonia.
But who does it? Who does voice maxing?
Well, all these young people who want to seem more attractive, you know.
So they deliberately try and
lower their voice, and it involves neck crunches, which look like abdominal crunches, but just on your neck. And don't do this, by the way. I'm telling you what it is, but don't do it. We're being voiced again. So you have to strengthen your neck muscles from your collarbone up to your neck by doing these things, and then you add depth and volume, colour to your voice. And I would say, fine, yes, there is something to be said for a deep voice, but you have to also compensate for accent. And
it does sound a bit weird. So are you meant to scrunch your neck down when you're actually talking?
There you go. Now, have you ever heard Jim so more attractive?
Are you meant to strip your neck down when you're talking? Look at you.
What? Or is that just the exercise you do and it automatically makes you better or deeper or whatever it is that's trying to do?
I'll just say, I said this to Jim earlier, and that's exactly what happened. He said everybody thinks they're going to sound like Morgan Freeman. All of a sudden it's going to be, and now I talk to you in a voice that makes me so much more attractive that you can't even see my big nose. And what actually happens is you go,
how's it going there? Look at the big lovely head in you.
There you see. Yeah. So you want to sound like Morgan Jones, you end up sounding like the dirty elven. Come here now, what that'll I knock it.
Come over here and knock the fizzle sticks out of you. You big dirty article.
Because it's one thing to have for your voice to become a little bit deeper or more resonant or whatever, but you still speak the way you speak.
I know. You think
you're what you say and the accent you say it in stays the same.
Exactly. You think you're going to sound like Morgan Freeman, you actually sound like Mary Bourne. You know,
this is a man's world. Diamonds are for the ball. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Or Damien Dempsey, that's what I was on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I take off you. That's a very old tree there. Spruce.
Spruce. That's what I always wondered about Damien. That's why he's so good looking to people, isn't it? It's because I wonder does he order pizza the way he sings?
We'd like a 12-inch pepperoni. Yeah. Very historic pizza to the people.
Although it's better when you do it when he's actually singing.
Yeah. As in?
You did that on stage once, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
I'd like a 12-inch pizza in there.
Yeah.
I took a 12-inch, put the cheese up on it. Best pizza we ever had.
Yeah. Cheese today.
So there's actually people going around with voice maxing.
Voice maxing, this is the thing, yeah. And it can cause long-term damage. So if you don't want to sound really annoying, and you don't want to sound very irritating, and you don't want to ruin your voice altogether, trust me, I know a lot about this. Don't do voice maxing. Stay away from it. Use your own voice. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with your voice.
Well, unless you're Joe Pasquale.
Unless you're Joe Pasquale. Or, unless there are any of the people we mentioned earlier on today.
You've been listening to GloryDaze, the best of Radio Nova's Morning Glory with PJ and Jim. Catch the show live weekdays 6 to 10 on FM, online at nova.ie, or on the Nova app.